sure I get nice and clean. Virus. Hey everyone, Dan here from the Videos HQ. This is the fourth video in the series, so episode 4. It's a long one, that's what she said. I'm gonna break this video down into probably like 3 or 4 videos because there's that much information. Joey goes into a ton of detail on this chapter, and unfortunately for me, and probably most of you guys, it's not one that everyone really wants to do. But to make sure your video is converting and you're making money, it establishes your video and your brand in the best possible way. It's a necessity. So yeah, this video is about metrics. Now, watching metrics isn't everyone's favorite thing to do. Is it anyone's favorite thing to do? Seriously? So in Joey's book, he'll show you exactly how to establish your brand and make you lots of money in the process. He should know. He's minted. Listen to his advice through me. I'm kind of like Jesus, delivering you a message from above. No, seriously, he sits above me. So this means that you're going to be, sorry Tom. So this means that you're going to, so this means you're going to be, it's too early for this. So this means that you're going to need to be more than just a videographer, more than just me. You're going to need to be a digital marketer as well, or at least have the fundamental understanding of what digital marketing is and how it can help your brand. He goes on to say in his book, because remember, these aren't all my words. I'm not clever enough to write this. He goes on to say, this guide is going to save you so much time and money that I can't not show you the basics, but feel free to credit me if he does. If you're a big company, marketing is generally something you can hire out. You can bring someone in, someone with a bit more expertise, but this costs money. And for a lot of new businesses, this isn't really an option. You know, it's not viable to spend a ton of money on marketers and big agencies. And it's also a bit hit and miss. Like, you can spend or invest a lot of money in getting external people to do the work for you. And, you know, they promise the world and deliver shite. It tends to be how it is. Luckily, we work with some pretty decent people, but we also do a lot of it in-house. Obviously, Joey knows his stuff, so why wouldn't we? Some companies can be worth the investment and will produce some good material for you. Others are a bit hit and miss. A bit like this clip.
Your video needs to grab attention.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
We think it's better that you do it yourself. You've got far more control over it, but as long as you get a basic understanding, and hopefully these videos will show you how, do it yourself. And despite what these marketing agencies tell you, it doesn't have to be complicated. When you dig a little bit deeper into what digital marketing is, it's pretty simple. So over the course of the book, we'll show you how to make smart choices based on 3 fundamental questions. Now this is where it starts to get long. So the 3 questions are, this chair's squeaky, isn't it? I do have some WD-40 in there. Everyone should have some of this. Hey, this man. Right, apologies. So yeah, these 3 things are the goal of the video, traffic temperature, and the platform. So we're gonna break these down as best we can. Still squeaking. He's made it as simple as possible, so who better to explain it than someone as simple as me? Number 1, identify your goal. So the obvious goal of your video is to make your viewer buy your product or service. So when it comes to sales videos and ads, that's exactly what you'll get them to do. However, there may be times when your digital strategy isn't quite as direct. For example, you might want to make some content that's full of tricks and tips and advice on platforms such as YouTube. It'll never catch on. Who does that? So instead of sending them direct to your landing page, you're going to ask them to subscribe or like or comment. Please subscribe to this channel. I don't know how many times I have to tell you, I need this job, man. So the more subscribers you have, the more exposure you have. Ultimately, the more sales you make, the more exposure you have. Exposure, camera exposure. We'll go over exposures and stuff later on in the video. This is because the path to purchase or the steps your customers take to the purchase isn't always a one-step process. Like we said before, the goal is to get your viewer to take action. A little bit of sunlight coming from over there and it changes the whole f***ing light setup. What's the point? Why do we even do this? So what do you want them to do? Do you want them to join your Facebook group? Give them your Facebook page. Do you want them on your email list? Ask them for their details. Do you want them to go directly to your product page? Give them a link somewhere in the description for that page. Do you want their credit card details? Ask them for it. Send them to dan@videos.com. Videos tip, it's best to make the path to purchase as simple a process as possible. For example, the most straightforward path to purchase a product is a product video with a link to the product page or landing page. Number 2, traffic temperature. And we're not talking a rod at the backside kind of temperature. You're going to make decisions on the length and content in your videos based on how likely your viewer is to buy the product. So the assumption is the more familiar the traffic is with your brand, the more likely they're going to purchase. There's 3 different kinds of traffic temperature. There's cold traffic, warm traffic. I should put my hands up. There's cold traffic, there's warm traffic, and there's hot traffic. So with cold traffic, they've never really heard of your brand or products. And likewise, you don't really know much about them. You're not quite sure where they come from or how they're going to use your product or service. As such, this is traffic that's least likely to convert or make a sale. Cold traffic tends to come from such stuff like webinars, blog content, social media ads. Videos designed for cold traffic tends to be short, high quality, and to learn more about your brand. Warm traffic tends to know a bit more about you. They haven't bought from you yet, but they've seen your videos, your products, or your adverts. Likewise, you know a bit more about them and the kinds of products and services that they want. So videos aimed at warm traffic tends to try to lead them to the homepage or landing page to give them more information about your product. Hot traffic already has an established relationship with you, which means they've already bought your product or services. You probably already have them in your email list and social followings and have direct access to them already. Videos designed for hot traffic tend to be lifestyle videos or product videos. So that's traffic temperature. The third thing is platform. To identify the goal of your video is to consider which platform to showcase it on. Will you put it in your Facebook group? Then your goal is likely to use low quality, low budget content, like stuff shot on your phone. This is likely to be tips, tricks, advice, and other useful content designed to engage your followers or gain more. If it's an advert on social, it's more likely to be short form, more cinematic, better looking production stuff. Tom, show Joey getting hit by a car again. This is more for me than anything else.
Whoa!
He's still recovering from that. If it's YouTube content like this.
I'm Joey, I'm one of the co-founders of Videos, and I'm here with another Joey. And what I'm gonna do today is a video on 10 things that you should ask yourself before you actually go and create your next video.
It tends to be a lot longer. Insert, that's what she said, joke here. Videos tip, if you're not sure where to start, ask yourself what platform your viewers are likely to be hanging out in. Are they likely to be on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit group? Then go to where the people are. Stalk your customers. Should you amass a large Instagram following or make a product video for your homepage? There's a loose hierarchy of video content you should be making, but ultimately, it's a fucking fly again. But ultimately, you'll have to decide what kind of video content best serves your brand. For most people start from scratch, the first thing is to make sure that when people hit your homepage, they're greeted with an amazing video. Then you can branch out from there with ads for cold traffic, like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, I'm assuming TikTok now? And when the cold traffic starts coming in, you can build videos on your web page that gives them a little bit more information about what your product and services are, what your products are, what your services is, what your product is, what your services are. Nailed it. If it goes well, consider making longer form content for YouTube or other long form platforms. You know, there's IGTV now. Vimeo is good. It tends to be a little bit more professional content. So if you're a photographer or a videographer or graphic designer, this is a great platform to showcase your work and to send people to. After that, you can re-engage your hot traffic with videos for your email list, your Facebook group, or even shoot a course. Videos tip, at any point if this becomes confusing, the key to successful video marketing is to make it as simple as possible for someone to purchase your product and service. That means they have to be able to find your product, learn about your product, easily make a purchase, and be reminded of new products and services. Because every video you make is ultimately designed for cold, warm, and hot traffic on various platforms. Next is a quick guide to the basic features of the essentials for your video. So the first one is choose your video content. There are many types of video content. The major categories include documentaries, explainer videos, lifestyle videos, product videos, sales videos, and tutorials. So in the book, shabam, there is a chart. I'll read over it and hopefully you get a general gist of it. It's basically a quick reference to video types. So if I'm looking down, I apologize. It basically breaks it down into type, traffic temperature, complexity, and a goal. So for example, the first one is testimonials. Now it's cold traffic, it's easy to produce, and a goal is to create social trust and proof without using sales copy. Next one's product video. Again, it's cold traffic, easy to moderate to produce, and essentially it shows how the product can benefit them. The next one's like an explainer video. It's aimed at two different kinds of traffic. There's cold and warm traffic, and it's moderate to difficult to produce. So this is to introduce your brand and explain difficult concepts. Next is like lifestyle videos. Again, it's cold traffic, should be moderate to difficult, and the goal is to build brand identity without a call to action. The next one is tutorial. It's aimed at hot traffic, so people already know and trust you, and it should be relatively easy to produce, especially if it's your expertise. Explain in detail how to do something or what your product and service is. Next one is a documentary. This is something we've done before and it works really well. We've got a great story here. Well, Joey and the guys have a great story. So documentary is great. We're actually producing one now. I'm sure maybe this even will make it in. It will, because I'm editing it. So documentary is aimed at hot traffic. So again, people who know you. Now this is going to be difficult to make. It's a much more long-winded process. And the goal is to tell a story that goes over the struggles you've had in creating your product or service and building your business. Another way around it is to document someone else's success using your platform, your video, your service. You know, it's a great story to show someone benefiting from something you produced. Sales video. This one's pretty simple. It's called a sales video, sometimes called a sales letter. It is designed to get someone to buy something, and it should be the first kind of video you make, and it should be stuck on your homepage, your landing page or product page. Now this video doesn't have a set time. It can be as long or short as it takes to describe your product and your service. In other words, it can be as long as the script you've made. It needs to convert, so it has to get the fundamentals of your product and service across. If you follow our script guide from the previous video, that'll give you a ballpark figure on how long the video is going to be. Your sales video ideally needs to be like cinematic quality. Again, that's hard to produce if you're just starting out. But over the course of this video, we'll guide you on how to make cinematic quality videos that convert with relative ease, whether you're shooting on nice shiny red or you're shooting on your phone. Point is, it needs to look hot. Basically, it's going to be the first thing your potential punters are going to see. It needs to scream high quality and get them to believe in your product. You need to invest in making it as high quality as possible. Whether that's getting someone else in or not is a different question, but you know, simple techniques. Use the videos platform, link somewhere below. Next, we're going to go over 5 reasons why you need to make a testimonial video. Where's my drink?